Welcome to Module 4, Effective Instructional Technology Tools. Click on Module 4, Overview Watch. This is how you got to the video. Your participant activity for this module will be the lesson plan revision of Stage 3 and a discussion board post, discussion board as a reflection tool. Click the next button. This video is a lengthy video on instructional technology overview. You may want to watch this video in segments, but it gives activities that you can do with students in the online classroom for engagement. You can watch the video if you're a visual and auditory learner, or you can view the PowerPoint. Again, by watching the video, there's additional information that is not presented in the PowerPoint, so it's highly suggested that you watch the video. Click the next button. Read about different instructional technology tools. Remember about the Learning Preferences Assessment that you did, the VARC assessment in Module 1. We want to revisit that thinking during this module as we're planning the learning stage or the learning plan, stage 3 of our lesson plan. We provide for you an instructional technology checklist that you can download just to use as you're thinking through what instructional technology tools to use in your classroom. We highly encourage 5 to 7 tools to use throughout the entire year so that you are teaching students only once how to use a tool and then repeating that tool throughout the school year so that they are getting used to how to log into the tool, access the information, and then their time is really spent critically thinking about the content or applying and showing you what they know rather than constantly be given different instructional technology tools throughout the school year. So they are continuing to have to learn how to use new technology rather than using that technology to deepen their understanding or showing their knowledge. Click the next button. You're going to read about the hybrid or the flipped classroom. We want you to encourage you to think about this flipped classroom doesn't just have to mean when we say synchronous and asynchronous instruction to only occur in the online environment, but this is learning throughout this entire course that when you go back to your classroom fully face-to-face is going to be powerful learning for you to bring back into your classroom to continue to use those 21st century skills for your students. You can think of the word of synchronous as anytime you are live with students. So that live instruction could be via Zoom or Google Meet through the computer, or that live instruction could be physically in the classroom with your student. And then asynchronous instruction is anytime students are working on their own, okay? Anytime students are working on their own. So that could be on their own, on the computer, or on their own in the classroom. Highly encouraging you as you are getting back to be fully face-to-face with your students to keep technology infused throughout your school day. Not only will it allow, if we have another situation where you have to go back online, for you to have those components built into your instruction, but it is best practice for the 21st century. Bringing in that instructional technology and embedding it throughout your instruction is best instruction regardless of whether you're teaching online or teaching in the face-to-face classroom. Click the next button. We have videos on watching the flipped classroom so you can get a better understanding of that. And then a few resources, TED-Ed, to give you the ability to dig in a little bit deeper to that resource, as well as Edpuzzle. Click the next button. This is the final piece of your lesson plan, stage 3. You're going to go ahead and complete stage 3 of your learning or of your lesson plan, and you're going to identify in the lesson plan whether that instruction is going to happen synchronously, live, or asynchronously. Be sure to build in your educational instructional technology tools that you've identified throughout this model. And then when you submit this assignment, you're actually going to copy and paste the entire lesson plan into this assignment. Okay, so not just stage 3, but be sure to include stage 1, 2, and 3 so that your instructor is able to see that full lesson plan having been developed and including technology throughout. Then be sure to click Submit to submit your assignment. You then will click the next button. There's a discussion board to use the discussion board as a reflection tool. Remember to click the reply button. You can go ahead, type in your reply and click Post Reply. And then you're going to come back and you're going to respond to two of your colleagues. You can come back to that discussion board post within this module, or remember, if you click on discussion along the left-hand side and then click on that discussion board as a self-reflection tool, you can post it here. Thank you and have a wonderful Module 4.